One of the things that's inevitable to happen to you in your editing career is your video and audio are going to go out of sync with each other, so that when a person's mouth moves, the words that come out are different than we anticipate. And this is happening right here. Take a quick look. That's amazing. Vanessa's mouth is moving, but we hear my voice. Now, the way this can happen is you could have moved the video and not the audio by accident. If you try to move a clip, by default, they're going to stay connected. But if for some reason you held down the Option key when you selected a clip, you could have just moved the video a little bit, and that's a perfect example of how things sometimes go out of sync. Insert edits can do it. Grabbing things off screen can sometimes do it. Well, the fix is pretty easy. You can simply right-click on the little red box and either move the video into sync with the audio. I'm going to undo that. Or move the audio into sync with the video. And most of the time, that's your solution. But there are situations where you might have a clip next to another clip, and if I chose to move the video into sync with the audio, it's going to actually overwrite the clip in front of it. So the timing is right on this split edit, but what I basically want to do is what's called a slip edit underneath, so leave the video to be that exact length, but move the in and out points so that it lines up with the audio. So I'm going to right-click, I'm going to say slip into sync, the video underneath is moved, and now when we play it, amazing. I did that. It's perfectly in sync. I want to point out two other situations. Here's another clip that if I play it is out of sync.
Completely.
Okay. So it's not telling me it's out of sync, but I can see it's out of sync, and I don't know why. What happened here is at one point, these clips were separated and they're no longer linked to each other. And I could have done that for many reasons. But Premiere won't tell me if video and audio are out of sync on unlinked clips unless I go into my preferences and change it from its default of off to a default of on. And now that I've checked the box that says display out of sync indicators for unlinked clips, I see that these clips are out of sync. And the reason it's off by default is that there are times when you are intentionally moving video and audio around because you know you're going to cover it with B-roll, and you don't want to be distracted by these little red boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click on that. I probably want to slip it into sync so I don't actually move the clips, and everything should be lined up. Okay. Now, the final example I want to show you is that piece of audio that was dual mono. And it's possible sometimes to have one of your audio tracks out of sync. This is my voice track, but Vanessa's is in sync. And if I zoom in just a little bit, you'll see a generic plus and minus here, but there is actually the distance that is out of sync. So I'll go to my audio, right-click on it, simply ask it to move it into sync, and now both my voice and Vanessa's voice are in sync with the picture. So getting audio back into sync is relatively easy. It's just being able to make the right decision of whether you want to move the video or the audio or slip the video or audio to make it work.